Hello everybody and welcome back to the Philippines. So as many of you know, I sent windows from the US to install here because the window quality is better and it's actually cheaper to buy them there and ship them here than it is to buy a half decent quality window here. The windows have been here and or masons could measure the windows, make them so that they should fit properly when you go to install them, right? But since our masons don't have a level here, I'll put this down against the bottom and make it level there. You see my big gap? I think it's level. I couldn't get my head in there exactly. I'm going to move the level to the other side of the window. Get tight to the bottom again. This time I'm going to put my head in there so I can see it. And there you go. Look at the big gap again. Not sure if you can see that big gap up there. Up here. A big gap. And that's plumb. So now I have to take this apparatus that I don't know the name of it, other than I call it concrete dust maker, because it pulverizes everything into a fine dust that's probably not good to breathe. And I'm just getting over a sickness, and I did this the other night, and I felt like crap the next day. So I'm going to do it again, because every corner is rounded, nothing fits in the corners. I'm not sure if you can see it, but every corner is rounded. So you got to cut out every corner and make it square so that the windows fit in. And I don't really care for doing this part of the job. I just like to be able to drill a hole and put it in. But so I'm going to try and make this window fit into the opening, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, since we're in the Philippines putting in this window, everything's concrete. So we gotta drill them with a masonry bit. The window comes with 4 pre-drilled holes. Not sure if you can see that there. Pre-drilled hole in there. And in there. And then you gotta take out their stops. Up above, there's a hole and a hole. These are only what they call a sash stop. It's just so your lower window doesn't go up and bang into your upper window. And these will be in there to stop that from happening. So you just got to remove that to get to your holes to fasten it. I drill, for our application, I'm drilling a 3/16 hole in there as a pilot. And then I'm coming along with about a 1/2 inch hole because of our anchors. Our anchors are extra big here, I guess because of typhoons. So we already took and drilled the 5 hole in there and these 4 holes. So I'm going to take the window out now. I'll drill the bigger hole and then put in our anchors. And as you see the big gap, it's there. I had to shave off the bottom on each side. Each side I had to shave the bottom to make it fit. Still a big gap at the top edges, which we'll fill that in with caulk and skim coat. Now I gotta change into a bigger bit. Alright, so I pre-drilled the hole with a 3/16, and now this is a 3/8. Let's see how this goes. And this is just a standard 3/8 electric drill. It is not a hammer drill that should be used for masonry because my 1/2-inch hammer drill got broke here. So now I'm down to my old 3/8 DeWalt that's been through a war, as you can tell. It seems a little bigger. And the anchor's a little smaller, I don't know which.
Hello.
That one's mostly hollow block, not much concrete. You can tell by all the white coming out instead of gray. So now I'll put the window back in and try and screw the screws in the hole. Come on. Okay, so I started to screw the windows fast to figure out that since our screws are so big here, but recessed holes they have here in the window, and this big pan head, if I don't recess this hole in more, the window won't open the whole way because the glides of the window hit on the pan head of the screw. So this side here I had to recess it in more. Not sure if you can see it or not. Maybe turn it the other direction. You can see now, you can see the how it's recessed in there. So I gotta do the same thing on this hole, just perfect, enough to cover the head. See, everything's a little different here in the Philippines because of everything being concrete. Makes everything a little more difficult and challenging. Especially when you can't go to the hardware store and get exactly what you want or what you need. You only get what you can take. You only have limited supply or limited sizes. And if I was smart about it, I'd take the screen out so I could put the screw in quicker, but yeah. Put the lens down here. Fill them in so we can clean them easily now. Once they're all dirty. I'm going to put the stops back in before I forget and lose them. Alrighty, and that's installing an American window in the Philippines. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a lot better day than I have.